Welcome to this regulatory briefing. Today, we're reviewing the FAR, Federal Acquisition Regulations Simplification Initiative. We'll explore how this reform drives a shift toward a commercial-first procurement model, fundamentally changing federal contracting. We will outline exactly what contractors must do to adapt as acquisition language, performance scrutiny, and structural requirements continuously evolve.
Our briefing covers 6 areas. First, the complex procurement landscape. Second, defining the simplification initiative. Third, plain language restructuring. Fourth, aligning with modern acquisition. Fifth, strategic considerations for contractors. And sixth, orchestrating regulatory readiness.
Let's begin with Section 1, the complex procurement landscape and historical challenges.
Since its publication in the 1980s, the FAR has accumulated dense layers of clauses, cross-references, and duplicative updates. This density slows down the procurement cycle and introduces significant operational uncertainty. Contracting officers and industry participants struggle with overlapping language, leading to unpredictable evaluations and performance disputes. The new standard strips away these bottlenecks. By transitioning to a commercial-first procurement model, federal agencies intend to consolidate specific contract vehicles to vastly reduce complexity, aligning federal buying speeds with the broader commercial market.
Moving to Section 2. Defining the simplification initiative and regulatory calibration.
The FAR Simplification Initiative is driven by what is now called the Revolutionary FAR Overhaul, or RFO. This phased modernization effort streamlines acquisition processes by reorganizing regulatory sections, rewriting dense language, and eliminating duplicative provisions. The objective is not to reduce oversight. Instead, it makes navigating these rules more efficient, allowing government acquisitions to seamlessly match commercial market speeds.
The core philosophy of the RFO is to ensure acquisition rules communicate expectations clearly and can be applied consistently. Contractors must understand they will still face strict compliance obligations. Clearer rules actually result in increased scrutiny on contract performance. Expectations and metrics will be presented without traditional ambiguity, leaving zero room for misinterpretation regarding delivery and execution.
Let us transition to Section 3, plain language restructuring.
The most visible aspect of this overhaul is plain language drafting. The primary focus of the government is presenting requirements simply while rigorously maintaining original rule substance. Removing dense legal terminology decreases conflicting interpretations. This newly found clarity directly supports sweeping oversight mandates, including modernized audits like the DOGE-led initiatives, which rigorously review unliquidated obligations and maximize federal spending efficiency. Plain language ensures proposal commitments perfectly align with formal obligations, significantly aiding these audits.
Next is Section 4, aligning with modern acquisition practices.
Federal procurement operates in a highly technical environment today. The initiative introduces explicit mandates for AI disclosure, ensuring strict transparency in how artificial intelligence is utilized in federal deliverables. Alongside AI, there are modernized standards for cybersecurity compliance and supply chain risk management. By removing outdated regulatory complexity, the government directly supports faster, flexible procurement cycles that align perfectly with today's highly sophisticated technology requirements.
Moving forward to Section 5, strategic considerations for contractors and actionable compliance. Adapting to this level of modernization requires specific, strategic shifts from your team. Contractors must closely monitor RFO updates. It is critical to train proposal writers to interpret plain language correctly and fully understand the commercial-first alignment. Organizations must develop concrete execution plans and reassess internal compliance frameworks, particularly regarding the new AI and cybersecurity mandates. Your capture strategy must be carefully calibrated to meet these modernized expectations.
Crucially, generic compliance statements will no longer be effective in proposals. With the consolidation of contract vehicles, evaluators will directly compare submissions based on hard evidence and commercial metrics. Because rules are clearer, post-award audits will be significantly stricter. Proposal teams must demonstrate exactly how their solutions deliver measurable outcomes that directly align with clearly stated agency requirements. Ambiguous commitments of the past are no longer viable.
Finally, we reach Section 6, orchestrating regulatory readiness and our next steps. The Simplification Initiative, driven by the RFO, marks a highly meaningful shift toward a transparent, commercial-first federal procurement environment. Success heavily depends on your ability to interpret clearer requirements, adapt to AI and cybersecurity mandates, and maintain strict compliance under DOGE-led efficiency audits. This prompts a necessary internal review. Are your capture and compliance strategies ready for these modernized, accelerated federal expectations?
For organizations seeking tailored, risk-managed guidance through these changes, iQuasar's FAR compliance services can help orchestrate your regulatory readiness program.